Thanks, Matt. Can everyone hear me? I'm talking loud enough for everyone to hear? Yeah. Okay. My name's Mark Taylor, as Matt said. I'm a financial planning manager with the NAB. I'm also what I call a certified financial planner, as a member of the Financial Planning Association in Australia. And I've got the necessary qualifications and experience with that certified financial planner designation. I wasn't quite sure what we were talking about today. So what I brought along is a little presentation, as it says there, Beyond Tomorrow, Planning the Financial Future. And what this presentation is really all about is just taking you through theoretical first, if you like, and just some of the things that happen throughout your life and how financial planning will help them achieve their goals. Okay, so moving straight into the presentation, all of this works. Okay. General advice warning. By law, we have to tell you that this is general advice. It's advice that you shouldn't act upon without seeking specialist advice which relates to your own personal circumstances. That's really all that says there. So really, the whole point of that is don't race out and do anything or say today without speaking to somebody about your own circumstances. Okay, I'm not going to talk about Peter's budget. I'm not going to talk about superannuation. We're not going to talk about stock exchange today. We're going to first of all, we're going to talk about taking a long holiday in New Zealand. You might wonder what relevance taking a long holiday in New Zealand has got to do with financial planning. So let's just explore that a bit more. What are the sorts of things that a person would do if you're planning a holiday? What would be the first thing you do?
Exactly.
You need to decide where you're going to go for your holiday, of course. That's the first thing you do. A couple of things you might do would be, okay, I'll decide I'm going to go to New Zealand, how long am I going to go for? You might also think about, okay, once I get there, where am I going to go? Once I get there, what am I going to go and see? What am I going to do? That sort of thing. You might also think, well, who am I going to take with me when I go on holiday? So let's just go through this. So, okay, where will I go in New Zealand? How long do I want to stay? What am I going to do when I get there? Who am I taking with me? Finally, okay, once I've decided all the things I'm going to do, how much cash do I need? Okay? So, really all this is about is saying that taking a long holiday is a bit like planning your financial future. Or planning your financial future is a bit like planning for a holiday. So if we look at this table here, when you're planning a holiday, first of all you're working out where you want to go. If you're planning your financial future, you've got to decide what your financial future looks like before you start planning for it. What sort of lifestyle do you want in the future? Okay. What are you going to do once you get there? In other words, what sort of things do I want to do in my future? What do I need to be saving up for and planning for in the future? Do I have to consider anybody else when I get there, when I get to my destination? Is there anybody else that I have to concern myself with? We need to do, houses, that sort of thing. Then we can go, okay, how much money do I need to support that lifestyle that I'm planning for myself? And then finally, we get down to how do I organise my finances? What's available to me to achieve that future? Okay. So we're just going to go on a little journey with this person who flicking through a few slides here. But Elizabeth, she's just started out in the workforce. She's renting at the moment, sharing a place with a few of her friends. She's having a good time, going out doing lots of things, spending most of the money, doing all the things that young people do. And then she's promoted to sales assistant, so she's earning a bit more money now. A bit further down the track, she meets Mike at the nightclub. And then she receives an inheritance of $10,000 a bit further along in her life. Okay, so at this point in time, her concerns are, how do I create wealth for the future? She's worried about the performance of her existing superannuation, and she's got because she's changed jobs, she's got a couple of superannuation funds, and she wants to consolidate those all into one, so that she can save some of the money on fees and so forth. So that's her first point of call, if you like, for financial advice. So some of the solutions that you might want to consider are, now that she's got a bit of money, she's earning a bit more, she might want to commence a regular savings plan to put away a bit of that money that she's earning, and she might want to switch her super over into something that's going to earn a bit more. So basically here we go, here's some of the advice that she might receive. She could put her savings into a deposit, or she could invest it in Australian shares. If she invests in Australian shares, she's going to do considerably better than just putting it in the bank. So that's the sort of advice that might be appropriate to somebody about that. In terms of the super, she was concerned about the returns for a super. So after speaking with a financial planner, the financial planner has suggested to her that perhaps she should be a bit more aggressive with the way she's got her super invested, because she's got a very long time frame ahead of her until she can actually get her hands on a super, so she might as well have it working hard for her from now until when she retires. So the financial planner suggested that she switches out of a balanced portfolio to something that has a higher proportion of growth assets in it, and over a period of time you can see there that that would mean that she'll earn a little bit more money on super as the years go by. Eventually, might pops the question, and they get married in their early 30s. So we've got a new life event, which might require some more advice moving forward. Elizabeth gets another promotion and decides she's going to buy a house. Further down the track, they have twins, Jared and Peter. So there's a whole lot of things happening now in their life which they need to plan for. So their two concerns are now that looking after the family, and there's also some concerns about the fees that Mike's paying on his super. So here's some solutions, some possible solutions that they might want to look at. So it suggests that Mike joins Elizabeth's employer plan, where the ongoing fees are lower than the existing super plan that he's got, the personal plan. We're looking at putting a bit more money into super for Elizabeth. Now that they're married, they nominate each other as beneficiaries of their superannuation, so if anything happens to either one of them, the other person is entitled to the superannuation benefits. They also, now that they've got a house, they need house contents insurance to protect that asset, and also we're looking at putting in place some life and income protection insurance for them to protect each other if anything should happen to them in the future. So the outcomes of that is that as a consequence of Mike shifting his super across to Elizabeth's employee plan, you can see there from that example there that he's actually saved a little bit of money on fees. If he saves a little bit of money on fees, then he's going to have a larger retirement benefit when he actually retires. Okay, further down the track, the kids start school. Elizabeth goes back to work full time. And she gets another promotion. She's doing well. Unfortunately, Mike has a hand gliding accident. So he can't work anymore, he's in bit of trouble. So that's where the insurance that they put in place before comes into play. Because he's got that insurance cover, this money comes in to tide him over until he's back on his feet. At this point in time, their concerns are obviously wealth protection. They've created some wealth now, they need to protect it, that's what the insurance is all about. They're still concerned about the superannuation. Will they have enough? They've got a home loan, they've got debt to pay off. They're basically now on one income because Mike's got an gliding accident. What can they do about that? So some of the solutions are that now that Elizabeth's earning more money, she's got some more money to save. So we're looking at salary sacrifice of $15,000 into Elizabeth's super. We can reduce the mortgage, or the impact of the mortgage by changing the frequency of her payments. We can look at increasing the level of repayments she's making. We can also look at using salary crediting. We can also look at using a credit card for day-to-day living expenses rather than paying cash for it. So